Hello, welcome. I'm Steve Watson here in the, the overgrowing bamboo patch at Someday Farm. I'm here with today's Tàijíquán Tip, and today's tip is to uh, recognize that while we know that brushwork or literacy connects quite well to the practice of the jian, practice of the sword work. Um, it's also true that the brush tends to be smaller than the sword. And then the effect is that we tend to really focus ourselves from our size to a smaller size, right? It's my unit and I'm writing something smaller. Whereas with a sword, I tend to start from my size and I work to something longer. I have a longer reach and larger motions that I can make. So I tend to sort of have this aperture that opens into the larger than my own size. Whereas with the brush, I tend to have an aperture that opens me into something smaller. And a simple adjustment to this is, well, a simple awareness here is just to check in when you're doing writing. Are you tightening up? Generally, as we get smaller, we tend to get tighter, particularly if we're looking for precision and accuracy. We tend to tense up, hold the breath, bite the lip, bite the tongue, lift the shoulder, crouch over, roll over, and kind of everything about our being is sort of smallifying. And so to take that kind of writing practice, whether with a sword or a brush, doesn't really matter, but I like to do it with a larger brush than I have today, and practice to a grand degree the biggest path that you can make given your stance, and work on the characters that you would be doing on the mulberry paper out into the air. Maybe even bigger than your stance. Maybe you take a few steps to complete a stroke. So to allow myself to move freely and grandly, maybe even a little bit more messily, can remind me of the power of release and flow, just like what the ink does, right? um, rather than precision and tightness and small. So I encourage you to do your practice, big, grand, maybe a little bit messy, to find that ease of release, that full flow coming into flower. Thank you.